it would be really hard to build an audience with it. Like, it's hard enough to keep audience with a game like Doom Eternal that is like still really huge, you know, or even Halo. But if it's something even more niche like Titanfall, like, just shoot myself in the cock, you know? Still need to pay the bills and stuff. Unfortunately, my exuberant personality is not enough. Honestly, I think I'm kind of bland, like milk toast, but I'm good at video games. I've never even played it either. TF2 is definitely up there. I think the movement's probably just a step below Mirror's Edge in terms of difficulty. Damn, you think it's lower than Mirror's Edge? That's kind of crazy. I would believe it though. Mirror's Edge is crazy. Source movement is fucking sick though. I have like a big enough core audience that it would be fine. You know, like, it would be like when I stream CS, you know? I could keep some of my audience and it'd be like enough to like have a somewhat decently active chat, but I don't care as much about Titanfall 2 as I do Counter-Strike, for example. Your favorite speedrun's Black Mesa? Black Mesa's really cool. I thought about getting like hardcore into Source games, learning like Portal and stuff, and then I could do like the M Sushi thing where you like run all the Source games. But that's kind of already his niche. And I honestly, like, the only reason I'd even want to do that is because I'm so big into Left 4 Dead. But I could actually just play Left 4 Dead forever because of how random it is. And I don't like a lot of the other Source game speedruns as much. I haven't done them, so it's hard to say exactly, but like, I don't think I would enjoy the Portal 1 or 2 speedrun nearly as much as Left 4 Dead, for example. You have orbs. I was really good. I kept S rank like the whole time. I should have a fuck ton of orbs. Half-Life? Yeah, I mean, Half-Life is one of those things where it's like I would consider it for sure. I think I would really like the run, but I've never played it casually, and it's not really my audience, and it's insanely difficult. That was a good mission one. Any upcoming games that I'm looking forward to speedrunning? Nothing new. Cloud Film. I don't really enjoy speedrunning. Like, I like speedrunning a brand new game because I like the routing process and stuff. But it's just not worth the time investment unless it's something that's a direct sequel or could like reboot or remake of something that I already run. Like, financially, it just doesn't make sense, you know? But if they put out like a Devil May Cry remake or something, I would definitely run that, you know? Or like the next Resident Evil game that comes out, I'll definitely run just for the monetary aspect, even if I don't think it's good. I think it's probably a little easier. There's really less movement tech that you need to worry about. You don't have to be very precise in your movements in Mirror's Edge because of If you move the mouse wrong or hit keys in the wrong time, you end up doing the wrong type of movement. You climb instead of wall run and stuff. Yeah, so more punishing. Whereas Titanfall, it's more about like you get a higher top speed if you play absolutely perfectly, but you don't get as punished for making mistakes. That's where Left 4 Dead comes in. It's not quite as technical as Titanfall's movement, but if you make any mistakes, you lose all of your speed. Maybe happens. Mirror's Edge seems cool. Again, I've never played it. I honestly don't really want to learn many more games. I know I'm trying to like learn all the Halo games right now, but outside of that, it's like I'd prefer to just kind of stick to the games I already know and actually get good at them and try to master them. Because I feel like it's better content than like picking up new stuff all the time. People can kind of know what to expect. And also it's just easier, right? It's more comfortable. It's less stressful. I don't have to like try to figure out and learn new stuff all the time. What's up, Death? How you doing, dude? Like picking up something completely new like Titanfall 2 or Mirror's Edge, for example, would be like a lot harder. That's a lot more effort of the content. And also, it's one of those things where I do something new and then it really suffers numbers-wise for a long time, and then I do it long enough that eventually I build an audience doing it, and then by the time I build the audience, I'm over the thing and don't want to do it anymore. Like, no one watches me speedrun Dead Space, and then I speedrun Dead Space for like 6 months, and then by the time I'm done speedrunning Dead Space, that's when I have an audience for it. But there are actually games that I want to actively speedrun that I already have audiences for, right? Like Devil May Cry. Had the race go yesterday. It was really fun. Very fun. Killer, glad to hear. I ended up losing, but it was a 2 out of 3 and I won the second race. And the time I got in the second race was faster than any of the times that either of us got the whole time. Like I had the overall fastest time. I don't have enough for the purple. This is so sad. How? Did I hit too much in this mission? It's more worth it to upgrade the sword, I think, than it is to get the purple. True. You were just looking for someone playing RE2 Remake. Now you're stuck with me. Watching me play Devil May Cry 2. Stockholm Syndrome. You're brought in on a raid? Oh shit. Who was it? Who can we blame for this? Do I have enough health to survive one grab from the door? I think so. Yes, I do. I have exactly enough. Perfect setup. Down here, you monkey fuck. Come down here, you monkey fuck. Thank you. Do not. Nubbin's goodie. Really? Holy shit. That's crazy, actually. That makes us have such a weird connection, Watcher, now that I think about it. No, it's like even weirder than you think though, because the only reason, so for those who don't know, Nubbins Goody was like world champion Tetris player, like 4 times world champion Tetris player. And unfortunately they died a couple years ago. But the only reason I know of them and like had watched their streams and was mutuals with them is because I'm friends with this professional skateboarder Aaron Jaws. Because we my local park growing up was his local skate park, so we skated together a lot, and I became friends with him and whatnot. And we went to a Birdhouse Skateboards like private video premiere in LA when I was living in Cali, because our other homie Cody is a filmer and he filmed some of that stuff, and he was gonna go, and Aaron was gonna go too. So I was on the way and like I picked up Cody or whatever and drove him there, and we all hung out. And Aaron's really big into Tetris, and he had met Nubbins Goody, and he brought Nubbins Goody to the skateboard video premiere. And so I met him at a professional like a private showing of a professional skateboarder like video, because Aaron, one of the people in the video, really likes Tetris. And so Watcher knows me because he was watching Nubbins Goody play Tetris and he rated me. And that was like years ago. That is a really weird, wild way to know somebody. That's like a bunch of random ass connections there. I distinctly remember being driven home. Driven back to the premiere from a bar in his Tesla. This is the first time I was ever in a Tesla, actually. I should have bought... Can I do this? Restart mission. Get the menu back. I should have bought a purple orb. Is someone's new to the franchise? Is DMC2 really that bad? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's a little, people don't understand why it's bad. They give really dumb reasons for like excusing why it's bad, instead of just reasons that make sense. But they are correct in the assumption that it's bad. If that makes sense. Like if you ask the regular person why DMC2 is bad, they'll tell you because haha you shoot stuff with guns. But like that's not why it's bad. Like that's a symptom of a much bigger problem. But it is bad. Like this is the correct conclusion. It's people's reasoning about it is different than like the actual truth. I think people would say, ha, shoot guns, because to explain why it's bad requires a whole ass video essay. Well, I don't think it's due to them trying to be more concise. I think it's just them not being sophisticated enough to actually explain why it's bad. Which, I mean, most people aren't game critics, so it makes sense. Like, I totally understand. But when every other Devil May Cry game has better, like more damaging guns than DMC2, saying that like because you just shoot everything to death is like it's not sufficient. It's also not productive for people that like are game devs that are looking at DMC2 criticism and trying to figure out like how do I make my action game not like this? Because then they come away with like, okay, well, don't make the player shoot their guns ever. Which is definitely not the takeaway. That's modern setup. Rat jam. Banger alert. What's up, Nob? Howdy. Thoughts on reboot? Everyone always says that they hate it because of the narrative or whatever. I hate it because the gameplay sucks. Personally, my favorite part of the game is where Virgil performs an abortion with a sniper rifle. I think it's hilarious. But some people seem to dislike that for some reason. You like gameplay in the definitive edition? I mean, it's definitely better, but DT still definitely launches enemies in the air, and you still have color-coded enemies, even if they don't completely fuck you if you hit them with the wrong weapon. Also, it doesn't exist on PC, so it doesn't exist at all. Two more rockets. Of course, one of them hits a fucking wall. Classic. Okay, perfect. I almost fucking died right there. That's not going to be enough to kill. I have to back this up with a Devil Star. Bro, my DT is running out so fast. I'm like super fucked now. Should probably die. I really wish I didn't use that Devil Star. Oh. Dying is the best option here. Those first couple hits must have not hit the eye. This is so bad, dude. Yeah, rip a good trilogy run. Oh well. It's fine. If I really want to get a better trilogy run, I'm going to have to practice DMC2 a lot. Like, I need to get like 10 minutes better at DMC2. Because my DMC1 and DMC3 in my trilogy is like really fucking good. There we go. Oh well. I saved it still. I didn't have to like redo the level or anything. Could have been worse. You ever thought about doing a separate recording or something for these so the VOD doesn't show the other games and it just shows the timer? Oh, I don't know what would be the upside to that, really. It's just bad. Lost Saddle. It's just not good. You're overthinking it. It's just bad. Normally there's no more nuance to it than that in most cases, but really in this scenario it is just bad. I know I'm not supposed to fly up there. I don't know why I did. It's a cleaner VOD. And this is pretty clean. What's wrong with this? Well, some thinks DMC2 made was badass. You know, I'm sure some think DMC2 made was badass, but most don't. So. It's a rip bozo, I guess. I mean, it definitely has its redeeming qualities, but it doesn't make the game good. I'm a big defender of DMC2, but it is a bad game. Like, I won't front. Nice fight. Really good fight. Didn't know this game had bosses with 2 health bars. Yeah, like every enemy has more than 1 health bar, I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually it's not true. I think that the common enemies don't have 2 health bars. A lot of the bosses do though, most of them. More than 2 usually. This to basically just me is something that I'd only watch the stream because I know the context of why it's there. If we're watching a VOD, nothing explaining why I might not like it. I mean, there's not really any context that's needed. It's just a timer and the game, really, right? I mean, I've been uploading them as their own speedrun videos for like a year plus now, and I've never had a single complaint about it. And they do exactly just as well as every other speedrun I upload. There's not really much to understand. It's just like, it's just a speedrun, you know? What am I doing? This is too early. I mean, maybe you're right, but I don't think it's worth the effort. I did put a little bit more effort into my live split layout though. Recently, very recently. Last night, actually. I took some advice from Brian Otto. Brian Otto did like this big thread where he like rated a bunch of people's live split layouts. I took some advice for that and updated mine. I guess you guys will see it next time I do runs. But I like got rid of the black at the top with the title and added the game title up there. So now it's all like one color. Then added the little bar. I spaced out the best possible or possible time save at the bottom a little bit better. And I made a filter for Halo so that when I'm running Halo, it matches the MCC color scheme. Same with my camera. I think it looks really good. Don't know why the MC2 gets so much hate. It's a good game because it's not very fun to play for most people. He showed my live split layout mid, and I spent an hour and a half cleaning it to make it look way nicer. Hell yeah, base. Bri will not pull his punches. And also he has really good aesthetic taste, so I would believe them if they said something. He said he really liked mine, but he didn't like the way the title was there. So I changed that. There was also something else I can't remember though. He said it was better than tomato anuses, so W me. Based. Take that, tomato. You and your Wii Sports speedrun. I should have had him review my WaifuRuns layout. Because I still think it could be refined a bit more, but it's way better than what I used to use. DMC2, it's bad game, but not so much to say that every time in internet. Yeah, I get what you're saying, I think. Like, there's no reason to shit on it all the time. I agree. I personally don't like when people shit on the game all the time. But I also won't cope and say that it's good, because it's definitely not, right? There's a middle ground to be had here. It's not a good game, but it's also like, there's no point in shitting on it all day, every day. Just let people that enjoy it, enjoy it. In some ways, I'm one of those people. Like, I like speedrunning it. I think it's a really good speedrun. Have you ever seen Bri's Halo 3 live split layout, James? Because that's what I copied with my Halo 2 one. He basically made it the exact same color and shade as the MCC color scheme. And like place it in the exact right spot so that it looks like it's part of the UI. No S rank, we could fight. And like he also like curved it so it like fits, it just like looks like it's part of the in-game HUD. It's really cool. That's kind of what I did. I didn't like go all through the extra effort to like curve it and whatnot, but I matched the MCC timer UI and then put it in the right spot. It's actually really easy. All I had to do is add a filter in OBS to add a hue shift. And so I can just turn it off and on whenever I want. It's like hide and unhide the filter. I put the same filter on my camera border and it looks great. That huge attack a glitch or is it intended? So it's kind of both. I mean, it's million stab. It's like an in-game move. But you can only use that move while on Devil Trigger. And I have Flame Heart, and Flame Heart is actually glitched and makes all your attacks do like way more stun value than they're supposed to. So yes, like it shouldn't stun lock him. That's a bug, but it is a really good move either way. Flameheart makes your attacks do more damage, but also it's bugged, so it does like way more stun than it should. Looks cool. It is cool. This game has a lot of cool stuff. Honestly, a lot of the reason why people shit on this game is because they just have no idea how to play it. Which, in their defense, it plays completely differently to DMC1, like control scheme wise. But most people are like, man, this game's terrible. And then you're like, did you know that you can change combos by moving the left analog stick mid-combat? And they're like, what? I had no idea. Like, yeah, you're using combo A the whole game. Of course the game's terrible. I mean, it's terrible even if you use multiple combos, but it's a lot better if you use more than one combo. Or like the fact that R2 overrides lock-on. So you hold R2, you resist lock-on. That makes the game way more fun to play because there's a bunch of stuff that you have to hit that while there's enemies in the room. Or like that Majin exists, for example. I'm down a Devil Star, and I'm also broke. So that's not good. For Majin, you have to be below 10% maximum HP. So I'll show it off right here. Your health bar turns red. That's how you know you're in it. Most people just do it on accident if they ever discover it at all. The Vor level, Pog. Any Vor enjoyers in chat? That was fast. That was good. I always forget that you're supposed to use the Vital Star on this level. Makes it so much faster. No, Pog. Not me. Yeah, it looks really nice on Jams. I love that layout. But I think as I switch games so often, and I don't really want to like overly commit to one, and then I have to have like a bunch of different live split layouts. I'm broke, but I'm gonna commit to the purple instead of buying the Devil Stars. Okay, Bry's learning Halo 3 4-player co-op for GDQ for like submissions. That's awesome. I ran 4-player co-op with Bry a long time ago. It was me, Kronos, Bry, and Bubbles. We stopped running it together because I did not fuck with Bubbles. I thought he was fucking annoying. But we got second place. We got like a 102. Hey Falcon. It went really good. Nervy won, but it was a 2 out of 3 and we did all 3 races. I had the overall fastest time, but Nervy won the first and third race. It was really fun. Definitely gonna be grinding some more Halo 2. Gonna make a video about it soon too, once I get back from Vegas. Hey Illusions. Howdy. But 4-player co-op in Halo 3 was kind of boring, honestly. At least when we did it, it was very much the host did everything and everyone else just kind of played support. I think that's probably still how the co-op run is, but it's basically a solo run with a couple of additional tricks. Oh, I was gonna say that was a really good Bulwark fight. I mean, it is still decent, but I almost fucking got the quick kill. Please lock on to Bulwark so I can kill his ass. No, lock on to Bulwark. Lock on to Bulwark. Thank you. What did Bubbles do? He's just fucking annoying. He would like grief us. We're like in a run and he would like grief the Warthog on Halo, like the final level. And we'd like fall off the map and lose the run to it and stuff. And he was just always trolling and I just hated it because I'm like way too self-serious. And I was like playing Minecraft on stream. It was like a really stressful time in my life, honestly. And then I was playing Minecraft on stream on a server and like he asked to join and I was like, okay. But I was like, we're just like no PvP, we're just vibing or whatever. And then he hunted me down and killed me. And I was just like, all right, I'm done talking to you. It was like my patron fucking Minecraft server and shit. And I was just like really stressed and just wanted to fucking relax and play Minecraft. I never talked to him again. I have not talked to him since. No, that was many years ago. I just didn't like him. I didn't like him, and also like all that shit was mad annoying. That's some shit you'd do, and I wouldn't like you either. Oh, what you did? Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Like either way, if you're be like the type of person that would do what he did or what I did, like they're both are fine. I just like don't like being around that kind of energy. That's just like not my fucking thing. I actually hate it. It fucking tilts me off the planet. I need a Devil Star. Yeah, Feature. How you doing? Why is there gaps between DMC3 and Left 4 Dead 2? Is it so you get comments about it? Because how else would I build the layout with only 6 games, but keeping the same aspect ratio of the game on screen? I guess I could make my camera taller, but it's already like at max height. Yeah, honestly, I just like wasn't a fan of him in the first place. He kind of struck me as like one of those people that, you know, is like a quote-unquote full-time streamer but doesn't actually make even remotely enough money doing it to justify that, and probably just like lives at home or whatever, which again is fine as long as you're not also a fucking huge troll, right? Like if that's you or whatever, like that's fine, right? But if while you're doing that you're also being fucking annoying, then that's just gonna make me hate you. I think if you move Left 4 Dead 2 up from the bottom and having the bottom look empty, it would look better. You think? Maybe. I mean, I could do that. I'm open to suggestions. I have gotten quite a few questions about that, but like I figured it was pretty self-explanatory. Also, if for whatever reason I was doing more than 8 games, then it like always forces the bottom one to be there. Maybe I'm giving too much, like I'm giving too much credit to people's general understanding of how live split works. Most people have never used the program, which obviously makes sense. But. For me, I think it makes more sense aesthetically to have text on the top and the bottom, and then there'd be some gap in the middle. Then there for all the text to be at the top, and then there'd be a gap at the bottom. But again, it's also like really small, and I do get comments about it in Twitch chat at least. I hate this part of the run a lot. Holy fuck, there's so many mages. I could add a split that just says done. That would probably fix all the problems. I think it looks kind of goofy though. Dude, I literally, okay, I lined myself up, but then I got comboed by a fucking mage. Why is there so many, bro? What's that faded? Was it a remake or OG? It was a remake. Or no, it was OG, I mean, sorry. I don't like ever run a remake. That game sucks. as a speedrun. Yeah, live split scrolling can be confusing for some viewers. I have noticed that. I used to use horizontal splits, which I think looks better aesthetically, but is definitely a lot harder for some people to understand or read. Yeah, this is Phantom from the DMC one. Why is he here? Who fucking knows? They ran out of resources. Excuse me. Bluetooth is peak invention. Bluetooth is pretty strong. I always thought that there was a space because Left 4 Dead 2 is the last game, but the space is there in case you wanted to play something else before that last game. Well, yeah, well, the way that it's set up is that there is an additional, like, the last game is forced to the bottom so that the last game is always visible. And then you can vary whatever, the amount of games you want to play in between the first and the last game, right? But if it is legit just visually confusing, then I can always just move Left 4 Dead up. It's actually easier on the layout to do that. Than to do what I have here, but I thought this made more sense, obviously, which is why I did it. Edge. Honestly, dude, like, sometimes this mission might just be better if you die and then restart. I wonder if you just restart the level if you respawn with DT. I never thought about that, actually. Like, if you just, like, open the menu, hit restart level, you might actually spawn with DT, which would be really useful. For this level in particular, it would be insanely useful. Oh, I didn't quite get the next cycle of enemies with that. Almost. That killed me? Bruh. I thought I was gonna live that with like 1 HP. Tragic. My favorite DMC game to speedrun? 3. How is the DMC 2 for speedrunning? It's a much better speedrun than it is a casual game, that's for sure. I think it's pretty sick. It's just really hard. I think DMC 2 is a better speedrun than most Resident Evil speedruns, honestly. I'm letting the wall hit me so that I can build Bodge and Devil Trigger. So when you're at less than 10% of your maximum HP, you unlock this Devil Trigger mode that I'm using right now. Which makes you invincible for as long as it's active and also makes you do insane damage. So the whole point of the speedrun basically is to set up low HP thresholds and then just destroy everything. It's like really high risk, high reward, which is why the speedrun's so hard. It's really easy to die when you're going for low HP setups. I think DMC 1 is a bad game. I think it's one of the best games ever made. I am most certainly the best DMC1 player in the world. It'd be kind of weird if I thought it was bad. Although, I guess, I mean, no one would be more justified in having that opinion than me, I guess, right? Because I know the game better than anyone else. Probably better than the people that made it. There we go. That's the hardest mission in this run. DMC 4 or 5 good for speedruns? Eh. 4 is good, but the Dante levels suck. 5 just sucks as a game. The speedrun is okay. The V-skips make it... The V-skips ironically make the DMC 5 speedrun a lot better and also a lot worse. Because the skips are so hard that it makes learning the run really difficult. But they also make it so you don't have to play as V as much, so that makes it a lot better too. It's really a catch-22, honestly, with that. I'm not a huge fan of the DMC 5 speedrun, but I also just don't like the game, so that's not too surprising. You just gotta play on Switch. Like go break on. Got my Majin set up in the elevator. This is a perfect place to set up Majin because it's just an auto scroller and there's enemies there. So you lose no time by setting up Majin. Nothing to do there anyways, so may as well. Obviously a little scary though. No way, I jumped too early. Fuck me. Well, I guess I have a good use for my Majin now. I've like never gotten caught by this on a run ever. The Majin fucked me. Oh my god, bro. Holy fuck, I want to die. Actually, I should die. It's faster. Just kill me. I was thinking about in real life I want to die, but in game works too, actually. It's like a solution to my problem here. There we go. My best time in DMC2? I think it's like a 55 or something. No, it was a 52, I think. This run is pretty bad. I died a lot on 15 and then I died a lot here. I'm a CS rank on mission 2. And my money route is completely fucked. It's a good camera we got here, game. I hate The lock on in this fight. Track 3 speedruns are the coolest 3D platformer speedruns to watch, and no one can change my mind on that. You've obviously never seen a Scooby-Doo 9/100 Fright speedrun. Yeah, Dante's my favorite, Luke. He's goated, bro. Specifically DMC3 Dante. Scooby-Doo when? I gotta make sure that I have the emulator set up all correctly and stuff if I was gonna do that. You going through withdrawals, I need another Scooby run. God, I'd be so rusty. This one's forever. I did do that mini D Rust, but that was like so long ago now. Okay, I really need to not mess up this boss fight because this shit is so ass if you don't do it correctly. I messed it up last time I ran this. Hey, DK. One, two, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. No, I messed it up! Fuck. Okay. I did most of his damage, though. Don't die. Which one is it? Fire? Oh, it's water. Or air. I couldn't get the fucking ultimate move to come out. This is fine. Good save. Okay, so I'm broke as fuck. I think the way I save my money route is I don't use any items on 17. Which really sucks, but all good. I said all good. It's probably not actually all good, but like, fuck it, we ball. I thought he teleported over here. I was wrong. I have never seen this teleport location in my life. Wife would be like, I'm broke as fuck, then make a speedrun cheating video. I would never do that. Even if I was really broke. My life! I was going to be the king of this world. King. Here's your crown. Whoa! Only good cutscene in the whole game. Okay, I think I have just enough to make this work. Look, I make videos, just not the main channel, alright? No bully. Look, in April, I'm gonna post a main channel video. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That was really lucky. I did not know that would even work. One extra hit. Get a little greedy here. Is this enough to kill? No. I wanted to see if I get that to kill, and then I would be able to like hold Majin or hold the Devil Star for this fight, but whatever. That's actually supposed to be the next one. Is that the Ultra Nightmare 100% video? It might not end up being that way because I have another one that might be easier to finish. We'll see. That is like definitely on the chopping blocks for soon TM. When the next TikTok. I actually hit the short button today. I haven't hit the shorts button in a long time. But I did hit the short button today. Or like I recorded a short from when I was playing Halo 2. Right in the cooter. 102. Not great.